Hello everybody, it's Julia here from the Highly Sensitive Tarot, and I'm back today with another in the series from the Tarot Top Trump, started by the lovely Mascha at Musings by Mascha. And as you can see, we're up to the Sun, so we've nearly finished. We've just got Judgment and the World to go after this card. So this is card number 19. This is video number 20. I did unfortunately miss a couple of cards out in the middle of the summer when I was moving house, but it's feeling really nice to be getting to the end of this now and to have completed it, really. So yeah. So what do I want to say about the Sun card? Well, firstly, it just seems really odd to sit here and talk about the Sun card when today is possibly the coldest and most miserable day that it's been here where I live. I think it has rained heavily all night and all day so far, and we could even get some snow this week. It is that chilly. So there has not been a lot of sun for the past couple of weeks, really. It's been quite grim. But there we go. So anyway, this is a positive card. This is a masculine card, I think, really, the Sun. It's often aligned with Leo. And to me, this card is just a happy card. I struggled to find my 5 cards for this, just because although this is a lovely card, and you know, when I pull it in readings for myself, I'm very happy. The artwork in the Sun cards is never something that really grabs me. You know, often they're a bit samey, aren't they? But what I do like to see in a Sun card is the sun. I want to see that yellowy orange, that glow. So I think that the cards I've chosen do actually reflect that in some way. But anyway, what does the Sun card mean to me? I think really it promises whoever's drawn that card, you know, your day in the sun. It promises you some kind of pleasure, success, gain, even a glory. You know, as I said, it is aligned with Leo, and I suppose there's a fair amount of ego involved in this card as well, really. In its lower realms particularly, but I think the moon symbolises, you know, inspiration from the unconscious, from your dreams, things like that. But the sun symbolises those things made fully conscious, those discoveries and connections you make when you're wide awake. So it can also be a card of intellect and clarity of mind. But I also think it's very much a card of youthful energy. You often see children or babies in this card, and I quite like to see that, to be honest. I think in a reading, if the other cards back it up, this card can mean children or a particularly precious and wanted child that might be on the way. But usually this card is more about that sort of what's the god? It's Apollo, isn't it? It's about that Apollyon. Is that, what would you say, Apollyon? That sort of ideal of young, fresh, youthful. Everything works okay. Everything has the potential to go right for you. It's like that song, isn't it? Here Comes the Sun. So it's also a good time to take care of your physical health, I think, really. This is a card about being grounded in reality and your consciousness, as I said. So in its higher realms, this could be about cooperation, teamwork, creative processes, joy, pleasure, just the ability to accept life as it comes and live contentedly with that. If it was more in its lower realms, it might be about sort of immaturity, ego, being too driven, being aggressive, or being lonely, you know, not having those connections and those pleasures. And I think, you know, when I think about this card, it makes me think about where is the joy in my life? What do I feel positive about in life? What might I have succeeded at recently? What's gone well for me? Yeah, those kind of things. So the first card that I've got here to show you, as you've probably already guessed, is from the Anna Kay deck. And really, I've just chosen this card because I love the yellowness of it. I love the sunflowers. I love the yellow. You can feel the heat of the sun through this card. And as it goes down the card lower, I can remember seeing skies like that, where the sun is so bright and so hot that underneath it, the sky is almost white with it. I don't know whether that's how the card is coming across here in the camera, but this bit down here, it's like it's white hot, isn't it? And I love that, actually. I love that about the sun. So yeah, this is the lovely Anna Kay tarot. I should just put that over there. So that was my first card. And my second card is from the Tarot Landscapes, which I knew would be a good card for me to choose. And I think you're going to find these are all going to be quite similar, really. Again, we've got that beautiful yellow and orange of the sun, the lovely glow in the sky, the sunflowers. And in this one, we've got a bunny, which I think represents sort of fertility and those kind of things that I was talking about around the sun, because it's as the sun starts to emerge that you know, we get Easter and bunnies, and we start to think about fertility and babies and, you know, that kind of thing in nature. So yeah, I really like this card. And again, I don't have a lot to say about it because it's the sun and it's sunflowers and it's just gorgeous. So yeah, there's that one. My third card comes from the Druidcraft tarot deck. And again, I love this, actually. I just love this. I love the sun child there with the glow all around his head. And I love that he's on a horse. I think I've chosen another card, actually, with a child on a horse. And I do like to see that. I think that I think it's just very fitting that the child sits on a horse. I like that the horse has got the sun emblem there on his sort of harness. Yeah, it's just a beautiful card, isn't it, of nature, really. And you know, this little blue-eyed, golden-haired child here is just, it's just all things gorgeous, isn't it? All things gorgeous. So there's that one. I knew this would be a much quicker video because there's not that much to say about the sun, is it? It's just, like I said, it's a very positive card. So the next card is from the Touchstone Tarot by Cat Black. And again, I chose this card because of all the golds and the glows. We've got the sunflowers, the beautiful glow of the sun. We've got the baby, we've got the horse. It's all there, isn't it? It's a beautiful card, this one. I often forget about the Touchstone Tarot, actually, but I do love all the facial expressions on everybody. And this little child here is sort of waving and he's smiling, and you can see the inner joy and contentment and pleasure in this baby here. So I just love that. That's really nice. So there's that one. And then my last deck, my last card, is from the Herbcrafters Tarot, which I couldn't remember what was the sun in this deck, and I did wonder if it was a sunflower, you know. But as I looked, I realised that the sunflower was the magician, and the sun is St. John's wort, which is so fitting, isn't it? You know, I'm really not sure whether I've grown St. John's wort or not. I feel that I have. I feel that I had a shrub before that was this really pretty yellow flowered plant. But I've certainly taken St John's wort as a herbal supplement in the past for depression and low mood. And, you know, I think it would be a great herb to use at this time of year, wouldn't it? As it's getting darker and more miserable. And, you know, the days are so short, aren't they now? I mean, I think the sun doesn't come up here till about, what would it be, maybe 7 in the morning now, maybe even later, might even be 7:30, and it's setting by 4 o'clock. So the days are very, very short here in the UK at the moment, and that really does take its toll on your mood. You know, the sun isn't associated with pleasure and joy and happiness, and, you know, here comes the sun, everything's going to be okay. It's not associated with those things for no reason, is it? It does affect our mood. And I know in the past I've suffered with a bit of SAD, you know, seasonal affective disorder. I do have a SAD light somewhere that I did used to use a lot. I've not pulled it out just yet because the bungalow that I live in now, I get quite a lot of light into my tarot room and my bedroom, and I haven't really felt the need for it so far. But where I used to live, my lounge was, you know, my little sitting room was quite dark, and so I did used to have this sort of full spectrum light on quite a lot, and it definitely did perk my mood up. And I found in the past that St John's wort has as well. So yeah, beautiful fitting card really for the sun, isn't it? And the sunflower for the magician as well. Let me just quickly look why I've chosen the sunflower for the magician. It says sunflower roots travel for miles underground, bringing nutrients to the flower. It's a conduit of transformation for others. It says here, magical potency by eating sunflower sprouts. Plant sunflowers everywhere and share your seeds. The power of manifestation lives within. All the information necessary to create life is contained within the seed. So yeah, I can see why they'd have chosen that for the magician. And then let's have a look for St John's wort, just to see if there's anything I missed here. It just says a clear jar of red infused oil encircled by bunches of St John's wort. Oh, sorry, hang on. Sorry about that. That was the postman at the door. I'd forgotten about him, typically. Yeah, where was I? A crown of the blood red oil in vials adorns the top of the bouquet. The bright yellow flowers tumble onto this stone. Happiness begets happiness, so radiate liveliness and vitality. Fully experience the sheer gift of being alive. St John's wort is best known as a mood-lifting plant, but it also repairs skin from trauma. The flower and buds emit a rich pigment that yields vibrant red potions. It just says keep bright flowers in your home to promote a sense of joy. Craft oils and elixirs with the St John's wort. And wear bright red lipstick and nail polish to celebrate your fabulous self. I do wear red lipstick occasionally, but not the nail varnish. So we've got the Herbcrafters tarot, we've got the Touchstone tarot, the Druidcraft, the Landscapes tarot, and the Anarchy. So there we go. All very beautiful, vibrant, colourful, gorgeous suns. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm looking forward actually to coming back with Judgment. Judgment is one of the cards that I very much like in the deck, so it will be interesting to see what cards I choose for that. So yeah, so thanks for watching. Do say hello. I hope everybody's well, and I'll see you all again soon.